Yeah, to back up the elder, these people here, the top family of the planet Earth, the Rothschilds, they know they're Esau. And there's a document, it's by Marion Knox. Marion Knox brought out a document saying that the Rothschilds, they know that they're of the house of Esau.
Oh yeah.
They know, they know who the so-called black man is too. They know that they're the Jacob.
And what further confirms that they know that they're Edomites is that their real name, their family name is Bauer.
Yeah.
Bauer. They changed their name when they got up big in the banking world. They changed their name after the shield that they had. They had a red shield, a coat of arms, and they called their last name and renamed themselves the Red Shield. Rothschild. That's German. Roth meaning red. Rothschild, red shield. Okay? Which also means child. So they know that they're the red children.
Red children, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That same shield you see on I-95 when you go down the highway, that shield.
Why ain't got Hitler nowhere on this shit, man?
Well,
Hitler was a Rothschild.
He was a little guy. He was an agent of the Rothschild.
Yeah, he was.
Matter of fact, he was a Rothschild.
He was a Rothschild.
Let's stop beating around the
He was an illegitimate child.
He wasn't illegitimate.
He wasn't illegitimate.
All right, his grandmother, Anna Schicklgruber, got popped, was a maid for Solomon Rothschild.
Yeah.
He liked the little young girls.
Yeah.
He popped her.
Yeah.
All right. And she had Elios
Hitler's father.
Elias Schicklgruber.
Yeah.
All
Which
right.
was the father of Hitler.
Father of
And
Hitler.
Hitler did the bidding. He did the bidding of the bankers, man.
Of the Rothschilds.
That whole World War II shit was
Hey, just like Clinton.
slave.
Hey, Clinton, right?
Yeah, that's
Clinton.
what I'm saying.
What's the real name of Clinton? His last name.
You tell me.
They tell you that his real name is Blythe. William Blythe.
Right. That's his real name.
And that was his given name. Billy Blythe Clinton. That was his given name, all right? But his real name was Rockefeller.
Look at that.
He was the illegitimate son of Winthrop Rockefeller. Now go back to when Clinton's mother was young. She was a little freak back then, man. That's right. And the governor at that time was Winthrop. Do the research. The governor of that time was Winthrop Rockefeller, and he was the one that stuck it to her, and who was born Billy Blythe. That's why when Kennedy, they had this thing of these young up and coming politicians, and they all wore the white T-shirt, all right, with something written on it. I forget what's written on it, and there's a picture of him shaking the hand of Kennedy.
Said, yeah.
So they were grooming him from when he was a little kid, because he learned about politics when he was in junior high school. All right, high school, college. Just like they groom your boy Barack Obama. They said he attended Columbia University, which we did a special on that, breaking down the different symbols. They asked the people of those years. There he goes. Did you ever see this guy? What classes was he in? They said we never saw this guy at all.
George Soros. That's a funny.
Yeah, this guy, Zbigniew Brzezinski, he's the one that molded Obama. As a matter of fact, his daughter has a show, Mika Brzezinski. What's the name of Coffee Talk or something?
Yeah, early morning talk.
Early morning
It ain't important.
talk, yeah.
Nobody watches it. So
Yeah.
That's why you don't know. Nobody watches it.
That's right. Well, his daughter.
I can't put that title up there, New World Order, because that shit started in 2001 when the buildings went down. That day,
It's on your dollar bill. Take out your
yeah,
dollar
it is.
bill.
Exactly.
No,
the same
that order started. Really, that order goes back
Way
to
before him.
1933. That order
Exactly.
really goes back. That
So you
order
can't
really
put that
goes
up there
back
with him.
during the time of Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
When he came to the other side of Western Hemisphere
Exactly.
and called it
I
the
can't
New
put that
World.
up there with him.
When you set up a new
Take
world,
that
you have
down.
to have an order.
Take
all
that
right.
down.
So he's a part of that order.
He's a part of it.
All right.
But
I just told
got his
you.
face up there with that title up there, and it's not him.
Yeah, I just
He
can't
started
believe
way
it. I
before
just
him.
shut it.
He's part of the New World Order.
He's a part
I
of it.
threw a
He's
name at
doing
you.
up the bidding of the
But they got his
masses.
face on, you know what I'm saying?
George Soros.
It's like you have devil and then you have a Barack Obama.
Well, he's
you know
the
what I'm
devil.
saying?
He is the devil.
What it is,
Yeah, he is, but damn.
Devil means deceiver. Go ahead, Al.
He is the devil.
It says, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other questions, Ezra, ask thou not.
Okay, what I say? Go.
I got Genesis 25,
Let's go to that.
19. Genesis chapter 25, verse 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife,
Okay, good.
the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian, of Padanaram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. And that's the origins of the so-called white man.
That's right.
Now, the word Esau...
And you know what? I'm sorry. The end of, we read about the end of this man's time, right?
So she had the white man and the black man in the womb.
Exactly.
That's what I want to know.
That's right. There's a story in Jet Magazine, and there's a couple other stories, related stories, where they had 2 black people, and they had twins. One came out looking like a white boy, the other came out looking like a black boy.
Still,
okay, so that confirms that there is such a thing as the Esau and Jacob being born. Okay, but anyway, now we're at the end of this man's system, right?
That's right.
This man knows. Give me Revelation 12:12. This man knows that he's going down, so he's putting hell on people right now. Because he's trying to establish that new world order.
That's why he did that Boston bomb, you know that.
That's why he did the Boston bombing, which was, and we all know that was an inside job. Okay, they did that. They did right because they were dealing. They stopped the trains on the day of the Boston bombing all the way down in Connecticut. Because I was up in Connecticut when it happened, man.
It's not trains from Penn Station. Yeah, that was in your face. That was
all part. That was all establishing the new world order. Because they have an agenda. So they gotta hurry up and make this thing happen. Which they're not gonna make it happen. They ain't gonna make it happen. Because the 2 last prophecies that's gonna take major prophecies, and I always speak about that, them going into Iran, declaring war against the people of Iran, the Republic of Iran. They're getting ready to have a new so-called president. And this guy that's running, if he becomes the president, he said in his speech, if I become the president, I'm showing my hatred for the West. He said he's dead set against America. All right?
Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you.
That's the white man, the physical devil. You got a spiritual devil, then you got a physical counterpart, which is the so-called white man, which is Esau. His nationality is Esau. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
And that's why they had that Boston situation, and they took over, what was that, Jamestown or whatever? Up there in Boston, or near Boston, I think it was one of the towns in Boston. And what they did, they shut that place down, and they went into people's houses with the military. The local police, they had state police, I believe they had SWAT, I believe they had FEMA, and they had regular military. And they were going into white people's houses, prominent white people, and they were telling them to get out the house. Put your hand up and get out the house, and we're going to check your house to see if he's in there. You don't know that somebody's in your house? Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Which shows that he knows that these prophecies pertain to him. If he knows that he has a short time, he has to know who he is to know that he has a short time. Go ahead.
Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that you may be tried.
They're going to try to grab some of us up, man. When that happens, that's when everything going to speed up. When the chip, now the microchip, thank you, brother. On point, Junior.
This month.
No, actually, they've been When they first implanted the chip on humans, there was a family called the Jacobson family, the man, the woman, and the son. And they took the chip in 2002. And there's dogs and cats. They're getting the chip now. Humans are getting the chip. In England, and this started maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and we spoke about it. If you are locked up in a prison in England and you leave early, they'll say, look, you want to leave early? Take the chip. So the chip is already being implemented. The Baja Beach Club in Spain, the owner of that club said, if you want to come to this club and buy drinks, you gotta have a chip. But they put the chip in your bicep, and we got a picture of it. Where's the picture? That's an actual picture of the Baja Beach Club. This picture, I believe, was taken in the mid to late 90s. And you can see him with the scanner. And what is he doing? He's got it next to her what? Her right arm. Because in the scripture it says right hand. Hand means also power, so it's your whole arm. Yep. Okay? So they putting it in the bicep, but now they putting it in your hand. Yep. Now they said they lost a lot of money from stock people that purchased the stock because there was a report stating that if you get that chip, that leads to cancer. So a lot of people pull their money back. So when they actually implement that chip, because they're going to force it on people. You want to buy and sell, you want to be in the system, because they're going to do away with your greenback, my man. Yeah. They're going to do away with that. Everything is going to be electronic.
That's right.
All right? It's already, but it's not fully there. They're going to totally collapse the dollar. Yeah. Okay? Hold on 1 minute, brother. So basically that's an experiment, right? Now this guy went on Alex Jones' show before Alex Jones was really famous. Because he's famous now, they all talking about it. He was a guest on Alex Jones' show, and this guy was telling him about the chip. And you know what Alex said? Well, wait a minute, that's in the book of Revelation 13. That's the mark of the beast. You know what this guy said? The owner said, I know. He said, do you have a chip? He said, yeah, I got a chip. He said, the Lord's going to destroy. He said, I don't care. Man. Scott Silverman, which was a former CEO of VeriChip, which has changed. Now y'all it's not even VeriChip no more. They changed the company to Positive ID. How many of y'all knew about that? That's why you got to constantly. Hey, brother, we were rolling today at the studio, man. We were rolling today at the studio. Okay? Go ahead.
Now, this right here on what Elder Tar is talking about, I'm going to just read the heading. It says, Free Missouri Chip Child Identification Program. Now I'm going to read. It says, Missouri Masonic Children's Foundation and Fellowship, Lodge number 345. Mo-Chip Child ID, short for Missouri. Missouri Child Identification Program, Scottish Rite Cathedral, 505 South Byers, Saturday, June 1st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It says...
so that's a couple of weeks away. Not even a week and a half away.
It says something wants to think that the unimaginable can happen to them, but according to statistics, nearly 2,000 children are reported missing or abducted each day.
That's
how they got introduced.
That's the what you call it? That's the hook. That's the hook. We got to save them children
because we can find
There's a lot of children on the milk containers. We got to save them children.
GPS your kid.
Yeah, that's right.
And
that whole thing out there in where is that where they carry them? They kidnapped them. Puerto Rican guy kidnapped them girls. Ohio. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, he had the house boarded up. But they couldn't. They called the cops. The cops never showed up. So it's deeper than that Puerto Rican guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So what they're gonna do now is, see, we don't want this tragedy to happen again. Right. We got these lovely little white girls that was kidnapped for 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. Can't have that anymore. So if we give you the chip, if your child is missing, let's say the child's at a Puerto Rican guy's house, all right, and raping them, all we got to do is.
Activate the chip.
He's right there at the Puerto Rican guy's house. That's right. Your phone It's a GPS.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a low jack. That's all this is. It's a low jack.
Human low jack.
Yep.
Crazy. I mean,
Yeah. So they're in the they're implementing it. They're moving forward with that.